Good morning, this is the DC Beltway Gardener. It's June 4, about 2 months since we started planting and preparing the gardens in earnest. Today I'll give you a tour of my backyard setup. I haven't shown this to you with all the plants started filling in here, so we'll start at the very end of my first tomato trellis here. So what I have that's a delicata squash. I've got some potatoes going down the back side of it, and then in my tomato trellis I have about 5 varieties of tomatoes, including Kellogg Breakfast, black cherry, Cherokee purple, something I can't read right away but I'm sure it's good, black crim, and cherry bomb. And so what's been happening is I've been trying to trellis these up my I've got this mesh here. I got it from Fedco Seeds. Now what I should be doing is getting these suckers here to try to keep it from branching, but sometimes I can't get them all, and I think it'll be okay if they just grab another couple square inches of that trellis there. So right behind the tomatoes I have mostly ahi Peruvian peppers that I planted 2 to a pot. So these pots are 15 gallon, and I got some 10 gallon back there where the peppers are in. And then I've got one beamed yellow pear crawling up behind this trellis. So things are looking good. We're getting flowers, some blossoms. The Cherokee purple is a 70-day plant. These probably went in around May 15. So that's looking happy. I've got the barrier here because I have a puppy that likes to rip things up. In my greenhouse, we're doing all right. I've got some, looks like purple opal. It's a red basil, actually. Another type of basil. And I've got cucamelons, which I need to go ahead and plant. These are tiny cucumber tasting watermelon shaped vine things that are great for garden snacks when you're out here all day. And there's a few sweet potato slips that are my spares. I've got another, these plants I bought from the big box store because I like havasus. They're really spicy, you don't need a lot of them. And my Black Beauty zucchini are producing some flowers, some blossoms. So I planted this 2 to a pot in a 10 gallon. We'll see how that does. I've been trying to treat it with neem oil to keep the pests at bay. I'm gonna get squash bugs and cucumber beetles, and usually the squash at the house doesn't do as well as it does up at the allotment because of the amount of pests. It's hard to see, but I've got my drip irrigation set up. And my trellis, I have it going everywhere. I've got the perforated line here, so I can just turn this whole setup to one spigot with a Y, and I can get most of my plants watered pretty efficiently without going from bag to bag. In each one of these tomato planters, I have companion basil. Okay, last year I tried these. These are a jalapeno, small jalapeno. Planted 2 to a pot, and actually have my first pepper there that should go into something. I've got several types of eggplant. This is, we like the shiku Japanese eggplant. You put that right on the grill and it turns into baba ganoush right inside the peel, so give it a shot. These are eggplant rosa. That's an eggplant rosa. These are other shiku type varieties. This is my mass starting of marigolds, borage and basil, and orange cosmos. All right, let's go into the main garden boxes. So this is a green machine zucchini. We actually got one zucchini produced, and now some of the leaves are struggling. I keep trying to give it a little more fish emulsion with nitrogen to give it a chance. This was an early planting experiment. I put it in here the first week of April, and whenever it got cold, I just put a Home Depot bucket over the top as its little greenhouse. So maybe it'll work. We'll see. There's another green machine back there. I also got some cucumbers that I'm planting, and I didn't rip up all my cover crop. It's just kind of all over the place, but I have several varieties like a Juliet, the Cherokee Purple. There's more Cherry Bomb back there. This is the Oxheart, which is a cool looking paste tomato. And so what I've been doing is I just pull off the suckers and I just try to follow the tomato with tomato tape while trying to get it to grow straight. And of course I miss it because you can't get them all. So like this one, I'll just go ahead and stake it out here. Fine, so that's okay. My chard is pretty much going away. It's bolting, and then some critter ripped this thing out of the ground, and that one does not seem to be like it's going to come back again. So I'm out almost of chard for the season. I've interplanted some basil here and there with the tomatoes. I got a Marconi pepper, and I just tried to maximize space. We'll just see what happens. I had a lot of extra seedlings that I started because I hate killing and thinning. So more chiku. This could be a jalapeno down over here, a jalapeno and an extra Hungarian stuffing pepper. So I have 9 tomatoes on this side, and this I have 3 tomatoes in the back. These are kind of a cherry version because they're quick producing, and I was going to plant corn as I went through the season in succession, and I wanted just to utilize that back portion to get tomatoes if I could. So we'll see. So the corn's coming up. And I have more among all this cover crop here. It's somewhere. It'll show itself eventually. I owe you a posting of what a garlic scape is. This is a garlic scape. Now this is long enough. When this makes 2 circles or almost 2, you clip these off, and you know, you could buy these at farmers markets. You can use these for pesto, you can saute them, grill them up. They are outstanding. So that's your first garlic treat before the bulb is ready. Actually, it's a second treat. You could pull any one of these garlics up right now and eat it as green garlic. Then I have my several green machine zucchini plants. There's another one with a blossom. I need to keep up on the neem oil to fight the squash bugs. My experiment here is I just threw extra garden soil I had from digging around in a 10-gallon, and I threw a Black Beauty in there. So we'll see what happens. Oh, pardon me, that's a green machine. And then there's a delicata hanging out back here. I think my garden is more effective than it is tidy. So this was arugula. It grows quick, and I just keep it here whenever we need to grab something. This kale, my puppy tore it to shreds, and I just kept feeding it fish fertilizer, and now the leaves are coming back, and I shoved in 2 tomatoes because I could. So, and I have a few more tomatoes that I'm going to try to grow up my trellis in the back here, along with these cucumbers, which have been in about a week, and their leaves are getting nice and big, and so hopefully they will trellis up. Soon I will be on cucumber beetle guard duty. All right, last addition. It's a new worm bin. Got the procedure from the internet where one can find most things. three containers. And we'll see if we can see these guys. They're eating some newspaper, probably. They're in there somewhere. And so the idea is once they make, there they are, once they make castings, you can move this down, the tea collects on the bottom, then you move the new bin up and you keep adding. So I'm trying to create as much as I can right here. I save all my leaves, my compost, and now we have worm casting generation. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. That and my cover crop, which has gone extremely crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing more things climb these trellises and showing more, you know, how to get what we see getting produced out of my garden here. Have a great weekend. Please subscribe and like. It really helps. And link in your own videos to your garden. Start your own channel. We'd love to see it. Have a great day.